Hello everybody, welcome to my February bullet journal spreads. I am very excited to finally sit down and do this video. I've been putting it off for so long, but you know what? It might not be perfect, but we're gonna show it off anyway. Before we begin with what is going on in February, I'm going to take you all the way back to the beginning of January and walk you through what these look like all filled out. So we'll be pretty quick about these. This was my check-in. I really enjoyed using this, and I actually need to take this with me when we move into February, so I'll grab that off here. But this was my tarot spread all filled out with all my reflections. This is where I put my TBR and my book club. I ended up not reading this book club pick though, so it is not very filled out. I expected to have a lot more in it, but I sadly decided not to read this book this month. Moving on to my book reviews. I really enjoyed having this in my spread, so I decided to make two spreads for book reviews in February, and you will see that coming up, but these are the ones that I read in January, and I had a pretty good reading month overall. I enjoyed filling out this wrap up at the end of the month. I really liked having the questions, so you will see those again in February as well. But that is it for the January ones all filled out. As for February, I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to have pink in this spread some way, somehow. So I went through all of my scrapbook papers and I found these ones that have some orange colors in them, some tulips or roses. I'm not quite sure what they are. I think they're roses. They look like tulips over here, but they're like blossomed flowers. And I went with pink and orange as my colors for this month. And I just went really scrapbooky like I tend to like. And I think I like how it turned out for the most part. It's maybe not my favorite, but it's still really cute. So here is my TBR tarot and check-in page because I absolutely forgot to leave space for an entire tarot page, which I did last year in February too. So I don't know what it is about February, but I cannot remember to include a tarot space. And that meant that my TBR had to be made much smaller. I usually print out all of the books that I want to read in the month, and I thought I would have plenty of space, but I did not, so I had to write them all down. As for my check-in, I need to drop this in right here, right where it belongs, so that I can check in throughout the month and see how I'm doing on my reading goals. As you can see over here, this is my book club spread of the month. We are reading Lore Olympus, and I will be reading it because it is on my shelf. I'm super excited. It's a graphic novel. It should not take me too long to read, but if you want to check out our book club, it is the Story Continue book club. I have the link in the description. Essentially, we read a lot of retellings, and in this first quarter, we are reading all Greek retellings. Here are my book review pages. I really liked having them in the last spread, so I decided to, like I said, make two of them so we have enough space for all of the books that I want to read, which is honestly quite a lot. And I have since learned that last month it was really nice to have all of the books I was thinking about reading in the month, some things that I have for arcs and stuff that I need to get to. I had them already printed out last month and I had them already cut out, so I did that again. And these are some of the ones from last month I didn't quite get to, so it was really helpful to just have the books there, have some options for book clubs because we hadn't decided when I made my spreads which one we are going to read yet. So it's really handy to have the books already printed while you do these reviews. So you can just come sit down, pop a picture in, and just jot a little thought or two about that book right there. So then we are already at the wrap-up page. These spreads are super duper short, and I wasn't sure how I felt about this plaid that I did, but I kind of wish that I would have included it in the past few pages because it turned out much better than I expected. After I put these little rhombus cutouts and wrote all over it, I feel like it turned out really cute. It's like a cute picnic blanket type thing. I just thought it was really pretty. I liked how the colors worked together, but again, I threw in some wrap-up reflection questions because I really liked doing that at the end of last month. So we have, what did you watch this month? What's the best book of the month? What's on your radar? Did you read any new releases? What was your most listened to song? What were you eating or drinking the most? How was your writing / posting your fics going? Did you read any good fics? What is something you really want to buy? How are you liking work? What do you want to try better next month? What are you looking forward to? Favorite memory this month? Did you go to therapy yet? Which is going to continuously be on my questions. And to rate the month 1 through 10. So these are just super simple. I know it's a very short video, but I wanted to just show you what I've been using throughout the month. We're already about 7 days in and I haven't shared these yet, but I like how they look. I have learned to make sure I'm remembering to include every single spread I want in future pages. but for the most part, I enjoy using this check-in, and I just like the book review pages and the wrap-ups. I think it's working for me, and that's exactly what a reading journal needs to do, right? So we are going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, leave me a rose in the comments, and I will catch you in my next video, which should be out very, very shortly. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.